and 10 now from the 33. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
On 2nd down and 4. Allen, the throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On first, here's Washington. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 25 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now here's a good way to kick off the drive.
My God.
Complete over the middle. The 20.
Damn. That was stupid of me.
Score. Cortland Sutton. 75 yards.
Please.
As his guys are on the board here in this
Please,
first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done.
Thank God he missed that field goal, though.
The catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Yeah, they.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Look at my dumb-ass cousins. Tyrae, what Keon do for his birthday? Yo, y'all know the pollen is higher than ever, I think. Oh, Kyrie, you better take some Zyrtec or come over here and get one. If you don't have none. Oh, okay.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's,
it's
like
all over
now
my
on the
card, too.
sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Yeah,
when
Jay
you
saw
score
it.
Points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side.
Huh?
A big play here for the Bills. 46 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They run with Washington. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
We
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen, he's got goal. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run on first down. It's Washington.
Get up, Zay. Zay, get up. Come on, man.
At the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Ass up.
Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think
I like that Evo shield, boy.
They'll get this down inside the 10.
Boy, I like that Evo. I love that Evo shield.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Washington on 3rd and short. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Damn it, Kyrie.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's up after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The pass to Brown as he holds it in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, Washington. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
What's that girl's been up to, man? I miss my cuz.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Y'all been keeping y'all cootie cats clean?
A handoff for Washington. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
What? Y'all what? Kyrie, where you at? Your house or Gracie's house? Where Gracie at?
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Von Miller in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
A gain there of 21 yards.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Block. He'll let this go deep for... That's caught.
Oh, my gosh. Come on, man.
He'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Come on with that bull crap.
Impressive 31-yard gain.
90 Wolf. 50. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence.
And he'll get in.
Nah, it's tied up.
Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive.
Oh, my God, bro.
Offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
Hurry,
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Allen now operating from the gun. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
51 to Mike, boy. 51 to Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Go, Mike.
From the gun, Allen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play.
Whoa.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of position, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's get off the... Hey, Delta. Check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. Check my 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to get
who the
this
fucking Sutton dude is?
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Locke now, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Locke now to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to the field too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Motherfucker.
And they got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Washington. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Back-to-back 4-yard
They don't have a purpose here.
Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down, here's Washington. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. They'll run on first down. Washington. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
Brings up second and 10 at the 36-yard line. Let's go.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's got Smith here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
You back up, nigga.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to have the hook
Oh,
on the
my
side.
God.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That was good for 26 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice time.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jordan Phillips breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They only need a yard here. Third down and 1 after the penalty. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Who the fuck you talking to, Jay?
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lock now on first down. Incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
Oh, my gosh!
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good, and that will tie things at 20 all.
20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20 all. 20
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Washington, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs, and how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Check motion. 51.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, my gosh!
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll return this one just
what are you
shy
doing,
of
Josh
midfield
Allen?
to the 49.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Back now in Buffalo. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Buffalo.
Nobody can get over.
All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Thank
now
you.
It's scooped up and taking it right down Broadway. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his guys are in for 6. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
And lay down these nuts, Zay, please.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Another run by Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st First and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for good penetration and stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills.
Fuck you,
40.
Zay.
Lock now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Now Lock. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll go down at the 28.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They look to throw. It's Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Lock throwing on 2nd down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Well, the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. So Allen's going to look to throw. Able to shake him off. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yeah, man, we seen that shit, girl.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, second and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Washington. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. On third down, Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Down 80. Mike, 45. That's 10. Check.
On first down, it's Washington. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
All right, y'all, I'm ready.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Yeah, I'm about to load up. Yo, I was about to. I can't stand it. Motherfucker can't never break loose, man. What, man? Yeah, it did. Defense, I just sat there and told you in the message, defense saved me, man. Man, my team ain't gonna do nothing but get